If you watched the Texas Longhorns this year, you would have seen that Arch Manning needed to develop. It was clear that the hype was a little bit too much for where his current level was. But that honestly makes a lot of sense. He was a first year starter. And fans put too much expectations on young quarterbacks, all get caught up in 5-star hype, 4-star hype. This quarterback's going to come in and dominate when that rarely ever happens. It's a statistical anomaly. And Arch Manning would be the same, no matter the pedigree of the name. I did not intend for that to rhyme, but there you go. And so I'm going to show you today, kind of in this game against Texas A&M, he did some good things. We see kind of why he's gotten some hype, but also still to show he's still developing. He still has things that he has to work on. So let's just hop into it. So near the beginning of the game, we have a 3rd and 9. Arch Manning is going to throw it here, and look at the ball. You're just going to see that it sailed in the air, and it hung in the air just a little bit too long, and it also trended inside when this ball should have really been upfield and toward the sideline instead. That would have given the receiver the best possible chance to catch the ball, and it would have made sure that there was no competition for like a possible interception. It would just been up to the receiver to jump up and beat the DB who was covering him one-on-one in coverage to make a contested catch, basically. And Arch, he didn't deliver the best ball here. So this was early on in the game. And let's keep going. We're going to see a 3rd and 10 this time. You're going to see Arch Manning look very decisive on the scramble. So when he's confident, it's great. And I want you to note the acceleration, because you can see that he can actually, if not that he's straight line speed, super fast, he's not Jalen Milroe, he's not the Jalen Hurts of the world, Marcel Reeds, but he can definitely run, and he has a sneaky acceleration, I would call it, where it's like you don't expect him to like pick up another gear and get a burst, and that burst kind of comes out of nowhere, and you're really going to see it on a later play. Got a 1st down run, and he slid. And I always tell quarterbacks to protect themselves, you need to slide more often. So here, on the next play I'm showing you, it's another scramble. So you can see Arch Manning likes to move, but it was a good decision to scramble here. So you see the safety on this 3rd and 5 play is lurking the tight end. Usually I would have been like, hey, you see that person open, go ahead and throw the ball as soon as they turn. The safety was actually waiting on that throw, and they were going to jump it and probably going to get a interception return for a touchdown if he did on this tight end drag route. So just watch the safety as that tight end who's in front is coming across the middle of the field. Look at how he like zeroes in as Arch starts looking that way. I think that would have been interception, or at very least a pass breakup. So we're going to go a little bit further down, and you're going to see a throw here, and it's not the best one, but it's something. So Arch could have thrown the wide receiver screen at the bottom of the screen here, but he chose not to. He holds onto the ball and starts to scramble before seeing Ryan Wingo break open on in the end zone, I should say. And that's why this pass was sloppy. Arch Manning is taking off. He's actually about to run, and he sees that open up like in his eyes at the last second. It was honestly an unnecessary gamble. But this unnecessary gamble, this risk paid off. And sometimes you need that. Like, not everything will be perfect. Not everything will work out the exact way that the coaches dialed it up. But in this particular case, he did see it. He threw the ball, and the receiver actually made a great play to help him out. The team really rallied around Arch in this game, and you can tell everyone was trying to make this win happen. Sark and the offensive staff really delivered some nice schemes, which you will see in a couple of plays coming up. So speaking of, let's go to one of those plays. Texas A&M on this play is in a single high zone coverage. And Texas runs a well-schemed play to beat this zone. So number 13, the Texas wide receiver, is on a deep dig route, which is basically you run up the field far and you cut inside. It's basically like a deep end route. So you go in, you go across. Behind the second level, so this dig route from number 13 is behind the second level of the defense, which is the linebackers. But it's in front of the 3rd level, which is the deep DBs. The running back out of the backfield, look at what he does and look how it affects this play. It's kind of like 2 seconds behind the start of the play, runs a wheel route, or sort of like a wheel route, kind of trending more toward the seam. This freezes the 2nd level defender. So look at the linebacker or the 2nd level defender who's sitting there watching this play. He's like, oh, that running back's coming out. He's open. He doesn't drop back further. He stays up to take this play. What that does is create a space in this zone where Arch Manning can throw the ball. Arch throws it right on time too. All of this is happening within like 2 to 3 seconds. Like the number 13, as soon as he breaks inside, Arch Manning is throwing that ball into that empty space. That is how you execute in the Steve Sarkeesian style of offense, where they're scheming guys open. You just have to deliver. And Arch Manning did it on this play. So let's keep going. You're going to see Texas is in 12 personnel, and they're doing another great scheme thing here. The Texas A&M defense gets so confused here. You're going to see tight end number 88, who's the inside tight end on this play. Both tight ends are at the end of the line of scrimmage on the left side for the Texas offense. 88 is on the inside. 81 is kind of like in an up back position to the left of him. Number 81, is on the outside. They run opposite patterns is what I'm going to call it. So number 88, who's the inside tight end, runs a route that's on the outside. Number 81, the outside tight end or the up back tight end position, runs an inside route, kind of like a crossing route going across the field. Now watch the Texas A&M DBs. Watch number 4, watch number 27, and whoever it is at the bottom of the screen, I can't quite see the number. I think it's a linebacker, might be a safety, something like that. They all let number 88 run free. And the reason why I think this happens is what you usually expect is that receivers run routes relative to their positions. So if you're on the outside, you're running the outside route typically. You're on the inside, you're running inside. By switching it, you make the defenders make a decision to see who's going to cover who's going to transition their coverage to the player. So you see that number 27 and number 4 chase 81, who's on the crosser route, even though 81 started on the outside, and both they were closer to the inside of this play. And you see the linebacker, or whoever that is underneath, takes the running back out of the backfield. So Texas, not only are they mixing you up with the tight ends running opposite routes, but they also send a running back out of the backfield. All of the zone defenders, there's like 3 or 4 Texas A&M defenders who look confused on this play and don't know where to go, which is why 88 is wide open on this play. It's a great play call. All Arch Manning has to do is just hit his guy. And he did. Excellent play. Sarkeesian will save these type of plays and call them out when you need them. And if your offense can execute them, you're going to really hit on some stuff. So the next play I'm showing you is probably Arch's best pass potentially of the day, or at least one of them. I think there's like 1 or 2 where it's like, hey, that's pretty good. And not just a scheme. But Steve Sarkeesian, speaking of scheme, is going to get A&M again here. So it's a play action pass, and you're going to have the tight end number 88 who's been cooking today. He's already in Texas A&M's mind. He's starting the route. Look at him. He's starting that route as if he's about to block. And I think this play action pass plus him doing this threw off the defense. As you can see, look at the three defenders in the middle of the field. They all step forward. All of them. They all step forward when they see that play action, which is normal for play action pass if you're expecting to run, but they almost commit to this, right? And they immediately realize they've been got because Arch pulls the ball back. Number 88 is already running past them. The tight end, Arch steps up, delivers a nice touch pass. This is why I say it might be one of his best passes of the day. The touch on this one is really good. It's feathery soft, lands right in the tight end's hand up the field, allowing him to run in stride. A really good delivery throw and scheme by the Texas offense. Now, let's do the Arch Manning run. I'm going to end the video with this play that had everyone going, ooh, like he's got talent. Like this is the Arch Manning that we wanted to see. So this is the run that made everyone go crazy. So he's athletic, but what I've noticed the most is his acceleration. Look at how he gets, like I said earlier, the boost, the sneaky acceleration that shows up when you least expect it. Look at the boost when the DB number 4, who I realize I've been calling this number a lot today. I feel bad. But he is chasing Arch. And when he starts chasing Arch after he gets off his block, look at just that slight uptick in speed that comes from Arch Manning that allows him to get just enough distance for the touchdown. And that little bit of like, I can turn on like this little gear can really make a quarterback scrambles be more effective. And we saw that with Arch Manning today. So after seeing this game, after seeing what Arch Manning was able to do against Texas A&M, what do you think? Not necessarily for this year, whether they get the playoffs or not, I don't think they will, but that's not relevant. What do you think is the trajectory of Arch Manning for the future now that you've seen what he can do as he's probably, I would say, getting a little bit healthier, settling in now? He'll be a second-year starter next year. What do you think his future is? Looking forward to hearing what y'all say in the comments, and I'll see you next time.